make your Charley Harper cardinal, you're going to begin by choosing a background color. You may choose purple, blue, or green. I think for the one I make today, I'm going to use a green background. So I'm going to start by writing my name in the corner. And I want my paper to be horizontal today. I suppose you could also turn your paper vertical if you want to. I'm going to do mine horizontally. We're going to be cutting a variety of shapes to make our bird. And the first shape that we make today is going to be the Cardinal's Body. The Cardinal's Body is like a teardrop shape. So we're going to cut that from a square. So start by making a little dot in the middle of the top edge of your paper. We're going to be cutting 2 diagonal lines to that dot. So I'm going to cut from this side up, 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 and to the dot. And I'm going to cut this side from the dot. Okay. I'm going to save these because we're going to use one of those for the tail. Now I need to make the bottom of the body curved. So I'm going to start right here where I started to cut last time, and I'm going to cut a curve. Perfect. Now we should have a teardrop shape for the body. Pick one of your triangles, and we're going to put the point of the triangle behind to look like the tail. The next part is the face, and the cardinal has this black patch on its face that kind of looks like a U shape. It's like a half circle almost. So I'm going to take this black square, and one side is going to stay straight, and the other side we're going to round off the corners. So I'm going to round off one corner, turn, round off the other corner. And I'm going to put it on my page. Now you can kind of see this is a little bit big for mine, so I think I'm going to clip off a little bit, and I'm going to make it just a tiny bit smaller, but not too much smaller. All right, that's a little bit better. Last, we have the beak. The beak is going to be a square. So again, if you like the size of the square that you have, you can leave it. I think I'm going to make mine a little smaller, so I'm going to clip off a little bit to make it a little bit smaller for my birdie. Okay, so you can see that we have a line drawn through our beak to make it look more like a beak. So I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm going to draw a line from corner to corner. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and start putting our bird together with glue. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my Cardinal's Body. We're going to practice making dots on the back. Don't need very many. And I'm going to place my bird a little bit off the ground so that we have room for his legs. It could be off to the side, it could be in the middle. You decide where you want your cardinal to go. And then push and hold. Let's go ahead and put the tail in next. So dots on the back, dot, dot, not a lot. And I'm gonna slide this pointy part behind the body for a tail. Okay, next is this part. Dots on the back, dot, dot, not a lot. And when we put this on, we're going to put it so that it kind of lines up with the edges of the shape. So it's not up here, it's not down here. It's so those corners of the black match the edges of the red. And then we add the beak on top. Great. Now let's add some details. I'm gonna begin with some cardinal eyes, and these eyes are gonna be little circles right above that black part. If you want to leave a little white spot showing to look like a reflection, you can do that if you want. I'm gonna add some lines to my tail feathers. If you wanna create straight lines, you can create straight lines. If you wanna make another type of line, you can do that too. I'm gonna give my cardinal some legs, 2 vertical lines, and some feet. I'm even gonna give him a little knee joint in the middle. Next, I'm gonna give my cardinal some wings, and the wings are gonna be closed down over his body. So I'm gonna create 2 curved lines on either side. 1, 2. Maybe we wanna give some of the wings a little bit of a texture too. I'm gonna do curved lines. Okay. Now we're gonna add some footprints around our cardinal. To make a little footprint, you make a line and then 2 diagonals. They can go in different directions. I'm also gonna make some seeds. Cardinals love eating seeds, like bird seeds on the ground. So I'm gonna make a seed shape. This is called an ellipse. And then some lines on it to make it look like a seed. So I'm gonna make a curve and then a curve on the other side. It kind of reminds me of a football or an eyeball shape. Okay, I'm gonna finish my work with some red berries. So using a red marker, I'm gonna add some little circles all over the ground. Maybe there's a little cluster of berries. Okay. If you want to create some snow, you can use a white oil pastel. You can make dots for snow, or you could make a snowflake. So I'm gonna make some detailed snowflakes. Some can be small, some might be extra detailed, kind of like we did on our last project. Spread them out evenly on my page. Okay, now our work is complete.